All right, I'm going to show you how you can get started on your mobile. If you look at my drawing here, you can see that I have the sea turtle as the main part, and there's going to be 4 holes in the sea turtle that lead up to the seashell. And then a hole through the seashell leading to the loop that would ultimately hang. And then you can see all the little objects hanging from it. As you start sculpting the objects, think smaller than you think. You want to make these objects 3D. So, for example, I'm going to start with a ball of clay here for, let's make the fish. And these smaller objects down here should be fairly small. Like I said, think smaller than you would think. All right, and all I'm doing is pinching some of these out. Okay, I'm going to pinch out the fin because I want it fairly thin. All right, and then I'm pinching out the tail fin here a little bit, and I want it thinner, so I'm really squeezing. And right here, I want it to be thinner, so I'm going to pinch. All right, and I want a fin down here. And I'm going to take a toothpick and then kind of make the opening for the mouth. Right, you can kind of see how these are starting to form. All right, I've got like a crack there, so I'm just going to smooth that out. And as you're making these, remember I want them to be 3D, not cookie cutter where they're flat unless the object is flat, which most cases they aren't for your theme here. All right, now I'm just going to smooth. Remember, you can smooth, you can wet a piece of paper towel if you need to get stuff smoothed out. Trying to smooth this other side here. So I'm just using this wet paper towel. So if you don't have access to a sponge, a wet paper towel. But you want to make both sides look interesting to look at because this mobile is going to be viewed from 360 degrees all the way around. And all right, now it's time to add some of the detail. So I want to add some texture for the scales. Okay, that's looking pretty good. Be inventive, creative, find what you can to create texture. A lot of my texture tools are just found objects from anything from the Gatorade cap to, because that's got a kind of ridge texture on it, to glue stick I have. So be inventive and creative. And do the scaly texture on the other side while I'm at it. All right, on the fin, I'm gonna use toothpick. Give it some texture here. All right, I'm not liking that, so I'm gonna smooth that out and try a different texture. I didn't like that on how that looked on the tail. And that will happen, so like I said, I'm just smoothing it out with a wet paper towel and try something different. All right, I'm liking that better, so I'm gonna go with that. And make it more of that texture. And he needs an eyeball, so I'm gonna take a scrap here, roll a little ball of clay. Score this. Add some slip. Add my eye. Smooth that. Seal it. Go on the other side, add an eye on there. Score it. Add my slip. All right, I've got my first object done. Remember, you have to have at least eight things dangling down from your mobile. And then the base or the main part, which is my sea turtle. And then the smaller piece up at the top, which is my seashell. So total of 10 pieces. Well, this isn't done yet because I need a hole that goes all the way through, and you want that hole to kind of go down the middle of the object the way you want it to hang. So I want it to hang this way. So I'm poking my hole all the way through here. And you want it to be bigger than you think. Okay, and then I'm going to get those little snippets of clay. So like fishing wire can go down there. As you string it through. So you can kind of see it'll be like a bead. Now I'm just gonna, there we go. So I can set this one aside, let it dry slowly, and then begin sculpting the next one. So reminder, make sure you put your holes into each of the objects, especially your main piece. Remember, you need 4 holes, and they need to be 2 holes that are opposite each other, and then the other 2 that are opposite each other, and then just 1 hole in your thing that you have on the top, and then 1 in the objects dangling below. Hope you have fun making your mobile.